What is up, people? Welcome to my first one-on-one episode of my podcast, vlog, news, report thing. My name is Ernest Page, and if I look over to the left, I'm looking at my laptop for the topics. If I look over there, I'm looking at Tanner. Tanner, say hello.
What's up, guys?
Tanner will be joining me from behind the camera, and you'll probably see him at Killarney every now and then helping out. First up, we'll be talking about the 850i and Z4 M40i. I drove those in the last couple of days, and the video of the M40i is up at the moment, and the 850i is going to be landing very shortly. We're busy editing it now, actually. So let's talk about the Z4. It's a convertible by BMW, just over R1 million, and the big thing is that it's got the same engine as the Supra, and everybody online is saying, how's the Supra, how's the Supra? And it's good, it's really good. BMW makes fantastic cars. I like convertibles, and I can appreciate a good convertible car, and that's exactly what this thing is. It's a very good convertible car. The sound on that M40i engine is amazing. So if you want to check that video out, go to the link over here. I hope this works. Tanner, you're gonna have to make this work. So go to the link over here, and you can check out the M40i video. 850i video hasn't landed yet, but what blew me away about the 850i is that it's fast. I mean, 3.7 seconds to 100, right? It's got 390 kilowatts. It's not even the M car. Like, you've got this now, the M50. BMW says you've got the M850i, then you've got the M8 coming, then you've got the M8 competition coming. Now, how fast is that M8 competition gonna be? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Now, this leads me to the next topic of compulsory speed limits. That's a new thing that's been coming into law now overseas. They're limiting cars. Volvo wants to limit cars to 180 kilometers an hour. And it looks like they're probably going to limit all cars to 180 kilometers an hour in the near future. Now, a lot of people ask me what I thought about that. And I'd love to see your guys' comments below on what you think of the 180 kilometer an hour speed limit. I don't think it's going to come here anytime soon, but at the same time, I think it's okay. I think it's fine. I think with all the stuff that's been going on now recently, with all the accidents and stuff, I think we need to maybe take a step back and realize that going over 180 kilometers an hour on a road that's not de-restricted is a bad thing. I'm okay with roads that are de-restricted, but even when I'm having the most fun in a fast car, I'm generally not going over 180 k's an hour. So to do 200 plus, I don't think it's a good idea on a public road. And if you look at the steps that we've taken in technology the last couple of years, you've got cars that are doing over 400 k's an hour, which means we've now got the benefit of the technology, the tie tech and the suspension technology that's able to cope with a car going 400 k's an hour. So we've got that benefit of that technology, but when is it going to end? It's a debate, it's a hot topic, but I personally think I'd be okay with the limit of 180 k's an hour, but then it shouldn't change anything. I think that we should keep the performance cars, the M cars and all that kind of stuff as they are, but just let's limit the speed to 180 k's an hour, and you can get it de-restricted if you go to a track or if you're on an unrestricted road. But I don't know if people are going to take to it. I personally think it's okay, but then again, I do get to drive a lot of cool cars, so you know, I might be a bit biased in that sense. Next up, I also drove the Golf R and the RS4. A Golf R's got the new brakes and the Acropovic exhaust system. Cars.co.za is going to be doing a video on that soon, so check out their channel for that video. I've always liked the Golf R, man. It's one of the best hot hatches around, and it handles well even for a four-wheel drive car. I took it around the track, and it's fast, eh? It's flipping fast to 100, and that exhaust sounds so lekker. I would definitely recommend it. 40,000 Rand for that exhaust though. Do you think it's worth it? I don't know. Comment below, let me know what you guys think. I'm keen to know if you think you can get a better exhaust from one of the local guys like Powerflow or what's it? Profit. Yeah, Profit as well. Of course, sorry Profit, I didn't mean to forget you guys, you know, you're the shit. So maybe the local guys can do a better job, because most of the guys with the Golf R's are going to fit the aftermarket exhaust downpipe anyways. So is 40,000 Rand a good price? It is Acropovic though, and that's such a cool brand. I don't know, that's up to you guys to decide. RS4, 1.2 million rands worth of Audi station wagon. You can put your dog in there and still do faster hard laps than a Lamborghini. 0 to 100, we tested it in 4.1 seconds. 4.1 seconds to 100 for a station wagon. Audi just knows how to make these station wagons just right. It's got the same engine as the RS5, so it sounds very nice. V6, 331 kilowatts. But what I like about Audi is that they make the car, you get all that power. You know what I mean? Like if you get a car that does 380 kilowatts, another make for example, they won't be able to get 0 to 100 in the same time. But the Audi seems to be able to get that power, you're able to harness that power. So RS4, Audi did it again. You'll be seeing a lot more of the roads. I got a little bit confused between that and the RS6, but it's actually quite small in the flesh. Look forward to that review also on cars.co.za. I'm not going to be in that one, but Chiro got to drive the car down the track. Let's check out the RS4 on cars.co.za's website. Okay, what else we got? Yeah, another footballer died. So a couple of weeks ago, I did a program with Jaguar where we did driver training for footballers. So there's a problem happening at the moment where a whole bunch of footballers are just getting into accidents. So South African Players Football Union came to me and asked if we can come up with something, and we did a driver training course, and we had I think 10 football players there, and it went really well. So now we're looking to expand this thing and taking it nationally, but just this weekend a young football player died in a car accident. So I don't know if you guys saw this clip that I posted, and there's also this that happened this weekend. So what happened there was two big accidents, both BMWs, both obviously rear-wheel drive cars. Nothing to say it's a BMW issue, but both rear-wheel drive cars. And Tanner, you want to ask me something about that?
How long does it take to get to know a car?
Okay, how long does it take to get to know a car? So the reason we spoke about this earlier on was that that BMW is 1 day old. So that guy ordered that BMW, it's a manual. So I don't know what the waiting list is. Zaid Uncle Figo can probably tell me what the waiting list is for that. But let's say the waiting list is 2 months, 2 or 3 months for M2 competition in manual. Okay, there's none in the country. So this guy ordered this car, waited 2 or 3 months for the car, and then got it, and then 1 day later crashed this thing. So maybe a dog crossed the road, I don't know. Maybe he didn't do anything wrong and it was completely something out of his control, and that does happen. So I'm just speculating here. I don't know exactly what happens. But assuming that he turned the DSC off, assuming that he was going too fast, which it did kind of look that way because the car's on its side, you know, getting back to your question, Tanner, how long does it take to learn a car? When I got my S2000, it took me 3 weeks. You know, I took the car out every night after 11 o'clock, took it to an abandoned road, fast road with nice sweepers, and just drove the car faster and faster every single time. And after 3 weeks of driving the car, I realized, okay, cool, now I'm comfortable at the limit of the car. But because it was my own car, I didn't want to get to a point where I push this car past the limit and become that guy that rides his S2000 off in the first week. This guy became the guy that rode his M2 off on the first day. You don't want to be that guy. So I think the lesson that we can all learn from this is, and I do that, I myself have to do this when I drive a new car, just ease into it. Ideally, you want to know where your personal limit is, and the best way to do that is track days and going for driver training, etc. So everybody's got a limit. So some Formula 1 guys' limit is high, mine is over here, you know, so wherever your limit is, you need to know where that limit is and only go up until that point. So when you get a new car, really take your time to learn that car. On day one, just cruise around slowly, man. Don't try and be a hero. Just cruise around slowly, get to know the car, get to know the feel of the car. And then over the next couple of days, maybe push a little bit harder around your favorite corner. Maybe push a little bit harder on your favorite straight, just little by little. Do a track day. I mean, again, you don't want to be the guy that rides his car off on day one. So that's my opinion of that, Tanner. Next up, MSA. Let's talk about MSA. 30 entrants at MSA. That's what we heard. So everybody thought, including me because I'm a commentator there, thought that day is going to be a boring day. Man, were we wrong. We had 13 side shaft snap on the day. So a lot of cars broke down. We had an oil spill. I think you said it was a Chambucky, eh? Chambucky had an oil spill. Navavi flipping his engine blew or something blew on the car and dropped oil all the way down, or a lot of the way down. So he was out and the car looked spectacular up until that point. So we were keen to see what the car could do. He was painting black lines at about the 300 meter mark. So that car was looking really good until it broke. Suspect, they're back now with a crazy engine setup. I don't even know what's happening there. They've got charge coolers on top of the turbos. So much so that they couldn't fit a bonnet on the car. Now they're going to make a custom bonnet for this thing. And the podcast for that is coming in the next couple of days. Tanner's going to make sure that podcast get done for us ASAP. So the podcast is going to land probably on Monday, the Suspect podcast, so stay tuned for that. But what was interesting, we spoke about this in the podcast as well, is that car, every time, and I'm guilty of this too, every time he comes out there, then I expect, and I'm on the mic and I'm like, yes, Suspect's going to do 8 second round now. And then what happens is they're just doing testing. You know, they only get that track time to test the car. So sometimes they break records, but a lot of other times they're just testing. We spoke about that in the podcast. So this Saturday they got a brand new setup. They did a 9.8, I think it was, which is nowhere near their best time. But what was crazy, and I showed that in one of the videos, is that the car did 269 kilometers an hour over 400 meters. Now think about that, like 269 over 400 meters. I've never even driven 269 k's an hour on that track yet, on the whole track. So let alone over just that little piece of 400 meters there. So that is a truly spectacular achievement for them. They did manage to stop in time, no issues there. So they will be back. I'm not sure if Herman's going to be driving though. There might be a new driver on the car because Herman's going overseas as far as we know. So check that out. They will be back and they'll probably have a new driver when they come back. Other mentions, of course, Sean Zurich, fastest guy in the day. He did a 9.5 in a front wheel drive, normally aspirated Honda. Again, let's just chew on that for a second. No turbos, no NOS, no nothing. Just the engine, some wheels, and that guy behind the wheel. So what they've done is they've changed the engine now. I don't have all the details, but it's a billet engine now. So he sold the other engine for 250,000. And I think they got it sold quite easily because it's a good engine. This one is a brand new motor in there. And they did it the same times they've done before, as far as I know. But there's more potential. So check out Sean Zurich. They will be back, and I think they're going to go much faster. I think that car's going to break some more records in the future with that crazy Zurich Motorsport setup. Other mentions is, of course, the blue little starlet. We're going to be doing a feature on that soon. And unfortunately, they broke a shaft on Saturday as well. But that's going to be part of the story, so that's going to be cool. They tried to break the record for a 4-cylinder 1600, but they couldn't. They tried to get into the 11s, I think. They did a 12.0 before. 12.07 I think it is. So they're trying to get the 11.9 and they will be back soon and we're going to document that whole journey for them to get 11.9 in that little starlet. What else we got? Grant Steenveld, fastest Golf R at the track. He did a 10.5 and Lawton phoned me. Lawton from West Coast Racing phoned me. We had a like chat and he was telling me that they actually forgot to turn the high boost on that car. So look forward to them when they finally figure out, Grant, you need to learn where the high boost button is there, brother. So when Grant finds the high boost button, watch out for them because I reckon that car is going to go way, way faster. So I think that's it for the news, Danny. Anything else?
That's all.
Is that it? Okay, cool. That's it for the news this week, guys. Let me know if you guys like this kind of stuff. We're just trying some new things with the content. Let me know what you think in the comments below. See you next time. Cheers.